Hi everyone, it's me, Julia O'Connell. I'm coming on here because I am so livid right now. I just saw a video with Tottie1skip and Mrs.J collaborating together. Mrs.J admitted on video that she was the reason why the SPTV Foundation could not get its EIN number. She had been warning the IRS about the SPTV Foundation. This is the absolute truth. I don't appreciate it. The money is absolutely going to the foundation. And for people to sit here and say that the money does not go to the foundation, they are absolutely creating false narrative. The money absolutely goes to help Scientologists leave the Church of Scientology. I am so livid right now. This is a woman that also went after other people's family members trying to have their children taken away. It speaks volumes. It speaks volumes about her character and who she is. And I'm just warning you about Mrs. J, because Mrs. J is vile. The content that she puts out is vile. And she was brought into this community by Tottie1skip. And I don't appreciate it because Tottie1skip has done more damage to the ex-Scientology community. She has brought in Alonzo's blog into this community, and he has absolutely crapped on ex-Scientologists who are speaking the truth about their Scientology experience and the Scientology experience they have suffered through. Just because it wasn't bad for you, Alonzo's blog, doesn't mean it wasn't bad for other people. So, stop your false narratives, because I'm getting sick of it. It is the absolute truth. And let me just tell you, Patrick Perry was the aggressor that day. He absolutely bumped into Aaron Smith-Levin. I saw it on 3 different camera angles. Patrick Perry also has been arrested for assault with a deadly weapon when he was doing a robbery. This is a proven fact. There are case files out there on it. Second of all, this narrative that everyone in the community is not supporting you, Liz, that's furthest from the truth. But when you absolutely stated on a short that you wanted Aaron Smith-Levin run over by a car, it just proved positive how mentally ill you are. I'm tired. I am done. I am done with the false narratives. And no, he did not slander your husband. You had done a video all day long on your TikTok live about him that day. He has every right to be pissed. He has kept his mouth shut for the greater good. Him and Jenna want to move on in their own private way. And I suggest everyone respects that fact because it's the truth. Not only that, Mrs. J has trashed my friend Marilyn Honig over and over and over again. And she supports the fake SPTV Foundation, who not only calls Marilyn the crazy crochet lady, she is not crazy. She does good things for other people. I'm just so sick and tired of these false narratives against Aaron. I'm sick and tired of the false narratives against Jenna. I'm sick and tired of the false narratives against Liz Gale. All of them are ex-survivors of the cult of Scientology. And the cult of Scientology is messy. And that's who we should be fighting. Not fighting each other. But yet Tottie1skip wants to bring all these trolls into the ex-Scientology community. It is a proven fact. I've seen it over and over again. There are people hurting in this community that have been fighting since day one against the Church of Scientology. But yet there's too much division, there's too much hate being spewed at one another. I literally saw that short where Liz Gale said, "Run him over with the car." Sorry, no. That is considered a terroristic threat, and you could be held liable. Second of all, no one has the right to interfere with anyone else's life. No one. Mrs. J is not innocent in this. She has done things behind the scene to try to attack Marilyn. She has done things behind the scene to try to take Liz Gale's children away. To try to take Jenna's children away. So did Lindsey. Lindsey tried to have Jenna's children taken away from her. These are all known trolls that Tottie1skip has brought into this community. And I don't take it lightly. Mrs. J, you are not innocent. You have done things behind the scenes that are shitty. And of course, your favorite person, Alex Barnes-Ross, who's doing good work in London and England. No, he's not doing good work. He's just shitting on ex-Scientologists who are speaking the truth about what happened to them. He supported you when you were doing all your miserable shit behind the scenes. I'm calling it out there. And he also is a paid person to work for the Aftermath Foundation. He's making money working for the Aftermath Foundation. So is Mitch Brisker. I've kept my mouth shut. I've seen the things that have happened behind the scenes in this ex-Scientology community. And I am so sorry for all the ex-Scientologists who are speaking their truth and have to be re-traumatized. It absolutely triggered me when I heard Liz Gale say on that short, "Run him over with a car." And you know who she's talking about. It's quite disturbing. Instead of coming together and fighting the Church of Scientology, we have to put out fires with this nonsense. And it's absolute nonsense. And yes, I am pissed because Nora went on a 3-hour rant last night about Aaron Smith Levin. She has gone over the cuckoo's nest. So has Liz Gale. They used to be effective protesters against the Church of Scientology. They haven't done anything against Scientology in months. Anyone who supports a pro-Scientology community, you can just leave my channel right now. I do the best I can. I am not pro-Scientology. I am anti-Scientology, and I hate what is going on within our community right now. Marilyn Honig is my friend. Susie Oberholtz is my friend, and I make no bones about it. They are the reason why I made my channel and am speaking my truth about what happened to me. What happened to me was horrible and horrific, but yet people in this community want to re-trigger people. Instead of taking accountability for their own actions. Liz Gale, you need to take accountability for your own actions in this whole matter because you have caused a lot of shit behind the scenes. So what if Jenna didn't hashtag you in her TikToks? Jenna Miscavige is fighting the Church of Scientology, doing what she can to end the cult of Scientology. She has been speaking out the longest, ever since she did her book. And no, Aaron Smith Levin was under the radar. Under the radar. And in Scientology, they force disconnection with anyone who's considered a suppressive person or a potential trouble source for the Church of Scientology. It's a proven fact, but also family members can disconnect for other reasons. It doesn't mean that Aaron did this to harm his wife. And this is a narrative that's coming out of Tottie1skip's and Mrs. J's camp. No, he did not. They have been legally separated since 2019. Legally separated. I am feeling so pissed off right now. I don't even know where to go from here. I do other things and I support other channels on my channel. I don't support this narrative, and I don't support false narratives, and I don't support people who think it's okay to hurt others. And Tottie1skip and Mrs. J, I know her real name, and I'm not going to say it because she tries to privacy strike every single person who says her name, which is not further from the truth. We are not doxing you, but you have done things behind the scenes that are not okay. And I'm speaking my truth against this because I've had enough. I've had enough. And I've even reported channels who have just maliciously done hate-filled rants. And I'm going to continue to do so when I see that it's not right. And when I see that it's a crime. And what Liz Gill did the other day was a crime. And it needs to be reported. I get why Aaron Smith Levin is so pissed behind the scenes. Because he's having to put out so many fires that are all lies. If you had watched the whole video, that man attacked Aaron at that bar. At that cigar lounge. And there's only one video of it. Not two like Tottie1skip wants to say. There's only one. There was no coke-filled escapade to Colombia. That's another fictitious lie. Mike Rinder lied when he was doing those videos. His brain he was on medications. He didn't know what he was saying. He just wanted to better his family's name and muddy up the waters yet again. After he covered up crimes. He was the head of OSA for many years, and he covered up crimes. He was the reason why Jenna Miscavige was being so intensely audited. He was also the reason why Miriam Francis went back to her abusing father. And I speak the truth, and I'm speaking my truth right now, because there are people behind the scenes that are committing false narratives. I do my videos to end Scientology. Tottie1skip and Abby James do not do videos to end Scientology. And try to come and privacy strike my channel, I will privacy strike your channel. Because you have attacked me, you have attacked Maryland, you have attacked many people in the ex-Scientology community that are fighting to end Scientology today. I don't think you've done anything behind the scenes, Mrs. J, to try to end Scientology. Because Scientology is harmful to children. It's harmful. Scientology covers up the fact that they can get away with breaking every single child labor law because they consider them religious volunteers. No, they aren't religious volunteers. They are slave labor. And I absolutely think Serge Delmar was effective. He went to the LAPD's commissioners meeting to discuss the Child Neglect Reporting Act. CANRA, which is a Child Abuse Neglect Reporting Act. Scientology claims it's a religion, but yet, and they want to be treated like all other religions. Well, if they want to be treated that way, then they need to start treating their parishioners without abusing them, without targeting them and saying it's a high crime, you can't go to the police to report that you've been SA'd. I don't agree with Tottie1skip because she treats rape victims horribly, including me. She has done it over and over and over again, and I'm done with the false narratives. Aaron is not the leader of anything. We are not in a cult. We do what we want. And no, he hasn't told me not to do these videos. And no, he hasn't told me to stop following the Aftermath Foundation, like people are claiming. I choose to be a better person and treat people with kindness, but this is how you treat people. You are going to be held accountable for your own actions. In Christianity, the golden rule is to treat others how you want to be treated. And you two have not done that. And I do not care. Mrs. J needs to go. She is vile. She's a vile human being. She needs to stay out of the ex-Scientology community and focus on her own life. Audit LA is disabled. She goes to every single city council meeting, the LAPD's commissioners meetings. She goes out there and she fights the Church of Scientology every single day, and she's disabled. Her and Poe on the Go are trying to get Scientology's tax-exempt status away. And people like Nora and others have caused so much division. Poe needed to get a break from all the drama that came out of Nora's mouth. She even targeted Poe on the Go's daughter. And her trolls did that. And her trolls come into my community. I had 2 of them yesterday. I'm going to start deleting comments that are vile and disgusting. And I'm also going to start treating you how you treat us. For sticking up for our friends. And I'm going to stick up for Susie Oberholt in Maryland. And I'm going to stick up for all of my friends, regardless of what's going on in everyone else's life. Because I saw some of the vile comments. There were people who actually were saying that it was vile to even state to run somebody over with a car. But yet, Liz Gale thinks it's okay. I don't agree with it. And I don't necessarily agree with how Aaron Smith Levin protests. I would never get up in somebody's face. But does he... He has done more good than harm. And the women that they claim are so innocent, like Sky Daly and Juliana Cohen, they are not innocent. Sky Daly used Hulk Hogan for his money to give it to Scientology because she is a Scientologist in good standing. Proof. Scientology's boyfriend at the time that punched Aaron Smith Levin at that cigar lounge, he was on probation. That's why he ran away like a big baby. But yet you claim he defended Sky's honor. No, he didn't. He made it worse for himself. He would have gone to jail. No one has the right to lay a hand on another human being, period. I don't agree with that. I don't believe in violence. I don't believe in any of that. And I believe in kindness and treating. There are ways to talk things out instead of going behind the scenes, disrupting a foundation that is trying to help ex-Scientologists leave the Church of Scientology. I truly believe that the foundation has done good work. They helped Chase when the aftermath would not. He is a success story. Sorry, there is music out there that's quite loud, and it's I do apologize for that, because I do know that YouTube has tried to copyright strike people's channels with really loud music. I don't condone people who are known trolls in the ex-Scientology community. You guys are not innocent. So I suggest you just do your own research. Do what you can to help get the word out that Scientology is a human trafficking cult. I don't believe in treating others horribly. I don't believe in harming another human being. I don't believe in that. But there have been people behind the scenes like Tottie, Lindsey, and Mrs.J that have tried to go after people's children. And have done it on a vicious level. Same with Jamie Thomas. Jamie Thomas was arrested again in Avery County, North Carolina, for her actions against her homeowners association board. She has literally harassed that environment and the ex-Scientology community. Pete Jensen's another one. He's harassed so many people within this community. So has Maria Martins. So has people behind the Aftermath's little trollish community. I don't go on Reddit and I don't go in Discord. I find it so distasteful and vile. I'm just putting that out there. I suggest people don't even go in there because it is vile. And no, there aren't any healthy debates. It's just one-sided. And it's bullshit. I'm speaking my truth. I'm going to speak my truth. We are not the cult of anything. We do other content other than the ex-Scientology content. A lot of us do. Even Marilyn. She supports her children on their musical journey. And I am sick and tired of this shit. I'm about ready to leave this community if it continues. And I am going to let people know about the trolls in the community. DOA was another one. ZDT was paid by Scientology. So was Patrick Perry. And it's a proven fact. Because Patrick Perry's wife is a Scientologist. He did work for the Way to Happiness Foundation, which is a front group for Scientology. Same with Criminon, Narcanon, the Way to Happiness, the WISE groups, the Commission on Human Rights, Children for Human Rights. There are several entities that are pay-to-pay scheme for Scientology, and they're front groups for Scientology, and they point themselves with Scientology. Why do you think the Clearwater PD is in collusion with Scientology? because they've been safe pointed. Same with the LAPD. It's the proof. Because anytime a protester was hit and they called the police never came. It's a proven fact. The night that Erica was hit by a car, she called the police and the police did nothing. It took months. And we had it all on camera. Proven fact that Scientology is the more harmful culprit. And we need to start coming together and fighting the Church of Scientology. My voice is getting hoarse because I am sick and tired of all this shit. And I really am. And I'm sorry I'm cussing. And I normally don't cuss. But I am pissed. Scientology has to end. And has to have their tax-exempt status taken away. I can't wait for the midterm elections. Because Democrats get it. The Republican Party doesn't get it. Because they are in collusion with Scientology. It's a proven fact. Thank you and have a great day. Enjoy your family and friends. Take time for yourself. Do the things that you love. I'm tired of this. I really am. And I will expose Tottie every time she talks about Aaron Smith Levin. Because it's not true. Thank you and have a great day.